Glenn Fick.
All right, guys, here at SDRC Raceway, I'm going to wave at you. Rick's going to come relieve me here so I can go in the shop. Bear with us here 1 second, guys. We'll get you going here momentarily. I do need one more marshal over in the corner. So Jared's out there. Joe is out there. Jeff or anybody, yeah. Taylor's out there. Glenn Fick or anybody who's not racing. All right.
Well, yeah. We've got 17 people and 9 of them are in this race. Turn everything on. Yeah, I checked. All right, guys. Let me explain this to you. When I do loop is live, you don't all have to go at once. I need the last car to go before the first car comes back around. Spread yourself out, give you some working room. You are not racing each other right now. You're racing against my computer, against the time. So with that said, turn marshals look alive. Drivers, your loop is live. That's a little better. All right, we are underway. First lap, Andy Phillips at 20.6. This is our Sportsman two-wheel buggy. Coming up next is our Expert two-wheel buggy. Start getting ready. You will be up in 3 minutes and 57 seconds. So as Scott mentioned, we are pulling up pipes tonight, so if you can stick around for like 20 minutes, that would be super awesome. Doesn't take too long to get it pulled out. I think he said he'd give a track pass to everybody that stayed, so that always helps. And then Saturday and Sunday, we'll be designing and packing in a new layout. Next weekend, first round of JBRL next Saturday. Easy, guys, work together. Remember, you're not racing against those cars. Faster car comes up on you, give them a little bit of room. Makes it faster and funner for everybody. I'm hoping that we set some kind of record next weekend for JBRL's most entries in a race. Caution on the straightaway and careful, clear. As it's also being presented as a Nationals warm-up race, as we have the 2026 Off-Road Nationals here, I think it's in May. And then April 4th, that's round 4 of our Supercross series. I expect birthday presents from everybody. But right now we have Andy Phillips out in front with 2 minutes left to go. Has a hot lap of a 19.1. Put down last time around. Nope, that's Stephen Roberts Jr. with that 19.1 as he takes over that top spot. Andy Phillips 1.4 back in that number 2. Curtis Tom in that number 3. Randy Smith and Rabio, your top 5. Rich Hyatt, Glenn Fick, and Jeffrey all beating Glenn Huffer, who is going to miss the first round. Remember, cars on their wheels have the right of way. You crash, you can't go until traffic is clear. Don't jump out in front of somebody. You wouldn't want that happening to you, so don't do that to others. As I said, we'll take about 5 to 7 minute break in between race 2 and 3. So that way the guys on the stand that are running 4-wheel have plenty of time to get their cars ready.
1 minute left.
But with this one, we got 1 minute left to go. Andy Phillips now in that top spot. As he's coming by the line, putting down his hot lap of a 19.7. Oh, Andy's gonna get caught up. But he had a 3-second lead. Let's see, Steven comes by that, yeah, 3 seconds still. I don't know, it's gonna be close when they circle back around. Here comes Andy by the line. He's gonna hold on to that top spot, but we'll have to wait for Stephen Roberts Jr. to come by. And here he comes by the line. Now he's only a 0.4 of a second behind Andy with 15 seconds left to go. Caution that left side double, perfect. So we're going to be down to time on the master clock. Drivers, keep going until you hear your name done. Everybody still going?
Randy Smith done.
Randy, you are done.
Andy Phillips done.
Andy, you are done. Everybody else is still going?
Robbie Obidi done.
Except for
Jeffrey
Romeo
Obidi
and
done.
Jeffrey.
Rich Hyatt done.
Rich Hyatt, you are done.
Stephen Roberts
Stephen
Jr.
Roberts going to come up 1/10 of a second short. We are now
Olympic
waiting
done.
on Curtis as he's on that left side double. And that is a race.
Curtis Tom done.
Andy Phillips, 15.509, going to take your first round. Followed by Stephen Roberts Jr. and Curtis Thom, your top 3. Nice job, drivers. Let's shut them down, put them down. I need you all back out here to Marshall. As I said, we'll take a break in between after this race, so you guys have plenty of time to get your 4-wheels ready.
Up next, race number 2.
If I remember how, I will. I always forget how to do that. Maybe Scott knows. Which one is it? Hey, look at that. Smarter than the average bear for you there, Andy. Oh, that was Andy. That was the other guy that looks like Andy, but has more hair. All right, we're checking him in. Race number
Daddy
2.
Man. Eddie Kellogg. Tommy Jarrow.
Tommy, that car is loud.
1 minute to the start of the race. Stephen Roberts.
For Joe, Jared. Oh, there's Jared.
45 seconds to
For
the start
Joe
of the
and
race.
Taylor to come by the line.
Jared Deal.
There's Joe.
Joe Papak.
Taylor was just marshalling.
30 seconds
but
to
he's
the
over there
start of the
fumbling
race.
with his radio. We'll go ahead and shut her down. No more laps. Don't go backwards on the straightaway. Do not go backwards on the straightaway. I would have gave you a lap. I don't think you have a transponder, Taylor.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
I got you. I got it. You're good. Just get up there. Whatever you, I can handle it.
Less than 5.
It's like all my Marshall spots are covered. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Once again, drivers, your clock does not start until you cross over the stripe. So you do not all have to go at once. Give yourself some room to work. Open track is better track. The turn marshals look alive. Drivers, your loop is live. So whoever goes last just has to go before Matthew goes. So you got about 16 seconds. So you got 16 seconds to gap yourselves out. 2. Let's see, Taylor's got the green car. I hit the wrong button. No, yep, I did. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. There it goes. Yeah. If nothing else, Taylor, you are definitely going to have the hot lap of the race. You're going to be faster than Matthew Gonzalez. So, caution after the triple. Taylor Perry with a 13.9 hot lap of the race. That's what you get when you get hand counted. So 1.5 into this, we got Matthew Gonzalez out in front, does have the real hot lap of a 17.1. Showing Taylor in the 2 right now. Tommy G, Stephen Roberts, Joe, Eddie, and Jared is your running order. But caution in the triple. We got 2 of them. Oh, Andy Phillips with the matrix move over here. So Matthew just came by the line, 18.5.12 pace. 16.6, Matt, almost there. So we got 2:25 left to go. Matthew Gonzalez, 18.5.12 pace. Taylor, 17.5.18. Stephen Roberts, 16.5.12. Joe, a 15.01. Tommy G, a 15.03. Eddie, a 14.09. And Jared, a 14.21. We're down to the last 2 minutes in this. I'm hand counting them. Well, if you get hand counted, you're always going to have the hot lap.
Oh, hand counted?
Yeah. So with 1:30 to go, Matthew Gonzalez still on that 18 lap pace.
Next time, let me know. I can come up and do it if needed.
As long as it's only one, it's not a problem. Oops. Wrong button. So we're down to the final minute in our expert 2-0 class. Like I said, we'll take a 5 to 7 minute break after this race. Let everybody get their 4 wheels ready. But truck class will be up next. That'll give me time to sauce my tires. Caution, get on the straightaway. Go low on the straightaway. Straightaway is cleared. Another 16.6 out of Matt. Not touching that Taylor Perry 13.9 hot lap of the race though. And no, he did not cheat. "15 seconds left to go, drivers." As that's going to be time on the master clock. Drivers, keep going until you hear your name done. Oh, Taylor, you weren't done yet.
Daddy Matty done. Tommy Jero done. Joe K. Pack done. Eddie Kellogg done.
Still waiting on Jared and Steven.
Jared Deal done. Stephen Roberts done. Taylor Perry done.
All right, Matthew Gonzalez, 18.5.10, followed by Stephen Roberts with a 16.5.11, and Taylor Perry, 16.5.14. As I said, we're going to take about a 5 to 7 minute break before. See you later, guys. Thanks for coming by. Before race number
Up
3,
next,
truck class,
race number
so you'll
3.
be up. I'll put 7 minutes on the clock, so you can start checking them in 5. Oops, I went to 8. Oh well, a little longer. Burn it to the ground.
Five minutes to the start of the race. 4 minutes to the start of the race. Three minutes to the start of the race. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, race number 3, are making your way to the track. Race 2, back out here to Marshall. Race 2, back out here to Marshall. Race 3, track is yours to check in.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Rich Hyatt. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Carl Labrador. Les
Red flag.
Ambrose.
All right, looks like all our marshal spots are covered. We'll get Scott up there to take over on the mic. Scott, I don't have a transponder, so you're gonna have to hand count me. I don't know where it's at. Maybe Austin does. Yeah, you're gonna have to hand count me. I don't have a transponder. You can leave me plugged in. Above it, it's a different plug. Quiet down my mic if you do that.
All right, guys, give me 1 second.
Wow. Should have thought about that earlier.
All right, guys, shop will be locked up for a couple minutes here. Andy Phillips, cross the line for me, check your car.
Andy Phillips.
Thank you, Andy. And Rick, I will count you. All right, guys, Marshall's Look Alive. We're going to have a live loop on the tone. All right, truck class off and rolling. Marshall's Look Alive. Drivers work with each other here. All right, first fast lap belonging to Carl with a 19.3. What the heck is going on here? All right, we are 130 down, 3:30 to go. Carl Labrador out front on a 15.507. Brad on a 5:11. They're separated by 1 second. Andy in that 3, Rich in the 4, Rick in the 5. I am counting Rick by hand here, so it's a little bit off. Officially 2 down, 3 to go. Carl getting a little bit of breathing room. He's on a 15.504. Brad now about 3 seconds behind in that number 2 spot. Andy about 7 seconds behind into 3. Rich right there. So Andy and Rich doing battle for that number 3. And Rick in the 5 being hand counted here. Yeah, this isn't making any sense. All right, we're officially halfway through. Carl still out front on a 15.502. He's got 3 seconds on Brad in the 2. He's on a 15.509. Rich in the 3 on a 14.503. Andy on a 14.513. And Rick on a 14.513 also. So there's the battle.
2 minutes left.
Rick is off by 1 lap on the counter here, but one more. I keep putting it in there. It keeps jumping 2 laps, so it's not working. So Andy and Rich duking it out. They're both on 14.503s. Carl Labrador going to have a rough lap right there. He's going to hold on to it. He's driving from a 5:02 to a 5:09, losing 7 seconds right there. So Brad and Carl now duking it out, separated by less than a half a second. With 1:15 to go, Rich in that 3 on a 14.5 flat. Andy and Rick on 14.513s.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. Actually, I believe Rick is now in that number 3 on a 15 lapper. Rich in the 4, Andy in the 5. "30 seconds to go, racers. 30 seconds to go. Carl, Brad, Rick, Rich, Andy. Fast lap, Carl, 18.5. Brad with a 19.8. Rich with a 19.5. Andy with a 20.8. Watch the straight and clear. 15 seconds, racers. 15 seconds. That is your tone. Keep going till you hear your name as you cross the line.
Rich Hyatt done. Carl Labrador done. Andy Phillips done. Brad Ambrose done.
And that is your race. All right, good job, guys. Go ahead, put your cars down, come straight back out. The Marshall. Up next, race number 4 coming up, Expert 4-Wheel Drive. I will need 3 volunteers, guys. 3 volunteers. We would greatly appreciate it. If anybody from 1 or 2 or anybody left in the house, guys,
Up next,
I need
race
3
number 4.
volunteers for this race. I'll have the shop back open here momentarily. 3 volunteers, and we'll be taking a break after this race.
Race. Damn it, Scott.
Stephen Roberts.
All right, race
Tom
number
Giro.
4. We're checking them in. I need race number 3 and a couple volunteer
1 minute to the
marshals
start
to
of the
come
race.
in.
Jared Deal. Jeffrey Lefevre. Curtis Tom.
What? I don't have a transponder in my truck.
Joe Papak. 45 seconds to the start of
No.
the race.
My truck is horrible. It needs some love.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Time.
Taylor Peary.
Grab that.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right. Glenn Huffer in the house. And Glenn Flick. Need to check in out of Glenn Flick. No, you're not Glenn Flick. You're Glenn Huffer. 2, 4, 6, 7. I don't think either Glenn is up there. I'm gonna need 2 volunteer turn marshals. 2 more turn marshals. I got Carl. I got Rich. I got Andy. Got Glenn. Need 1 turn marshal. Seven. 1 second. My turn marshal forgot to sauce his shoes or something. Actually, yeah. We're good. We're good. We're good. Are you in the? You're in this race. He was going to volunteer turn marshal, and he's in this race. Aha. What? Your phone? Yeah. You leave that everywhere. And Glenn, if you want to take a lap, you may. Glenn was out there trying to volunteer the race he's supposed to be in, but I'll need you at least by the line, Glenn. If you want to take a lap, you could go ahead.
Glenfick.
Or not. All right, once again, drivers, when your loop is live, spread yourself out. Give yourself some room to work with. As long as that last car goes before the first car comes around, you probably give yourself, a good 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Cleaner track is faster track. Marshals look alive. Drivers, your loop is live. Wow. Okay. Nowhere near to what I just said, but we'll work on it. Oh, look, Taylor's got a transponder in this car. Thank you, Taylor. All right, this is the last race of round number 1. We'll take a break before round number 2. At least long enough for me to rebuild my shocks. Yeah, probably like 15 minutes. Unless you want more. We go racing at 8 o'clock if you want. That'll be a little over 15 minutes. So we'll do that. Round number 2 will start at 8 o'clock. Hey, Glenn, get that car. That's the other Glenn. So race number 1, Sportsman 2-wheel buggy will be up at 8 o'clock. Oh, caution on that left side double. There's 2 of them there for you. Oh, rough lap out of Stephen Roberts. So we're going to have Taylor Perry out in front of Tommy G. Joe Papik going to be in that number 3. Still a good battle between them. Jared Deal, Curtis Thoms, Steve, straightaway low. Stay low on the straightaway. Oh, top of the straightaway, Glenn. Hustle, 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 hustle. Pick him up, put him down. Atta kid. Tommy going to come by, take over that number 1 spot. Taylor, hot lap of the race, 18:099. He did that by himself. I didn't help him that time. There's another one, Glenn. Actually, just stay right there, stay right there. Go. Give you a little room right there to work. So Tommy and Taylor are doing battle. Jared Deal getting to that battle as well. You got Steven up to that 4 and Joe in the 5. They're battling as well, trying to catch up. Ooh, nice crossover. So Tommy G, 16.510. Taylor, 16.510. They're separated by 33 1/1000ths of a second. Oh, caution after the triple. All is clear. Thank you, Glenn. Stephen Roberts, Joe Papik, your top 5. It's still only 3.3 between first and fifth, so anything could happen. Just like that, Jared up to
2 minutes
2.
left.
Stephen Roberts up to that number 3. As we got 1 minute and 55 to go. Stephen Roberts, 18:049. New hot lap of the race, jumping up that number 2. With 1 minute and 35 to go. So, food. Yeah. What do we want? That doesn't help me out. Oh, caution coming back off to the triple on the switchback. Caution on that left side double. Both are clear. We're down to 1 minute and 10 to go. Taylor Perry back out in front over Stephen
1 minute
Roberts.
left.
Jared holding on to that 3. Tommy, Joe, your top 5. Curtis, Glenn, and Jeffrey rounding out your order. I don't know. What does Matthew want?
He's eating already.
He's eating? What are you eating? What are you eating? 40 seconds left to go. What?
I can put it in the hub.
the one working on the shit.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. He lost the hover shirt.
Probably when he threw things at you. 25 seconds ago, Steven in that number 2, trying to catch up to Taylor.
Joe Tupac.
Papa.
Joe Tupac.
10 seconds left to go, drivers.
We have Joe Tupac and Jeffrey Leftover in the same race.
As that's time on the master clock. Keep going, too. Keep hear your name done.
Taylor Perry done.
Taylor, this time you are done. 18.033 last lap. Hot
Steven
lap of the
Roberts
race
done.
right there. Good job.
Jared Deal done. Tommy Jarrow done.
Still waiting on
Curtis Tom
2
done.
to go. Wait on Joe and Jeffrey.
Joe Paypack
There's
done.
Joe. Wait on Jeffrey. And that is a
Jeffrey
race.
Lefevre done.
Taylor Perry, 16.5 flat, taking your first round TQ. Followed by Steven Roberts and Jared Deal. Nice job, drivers. I'll need you back out here at 8 o'clock to turn marshal. Well, those of you that aren't in that race. And a couple of volunteers.
Up next, race number 1.
All right, race number one, you are up in 8.5 minutes. So Sportsman 2 will buggy. Got about 8.5 minutes left on the clock.
Five minutes to the start of the race. Four minutes to the start of the race. Randy Smith. Three minutes to the start of the race. Glenn Huffer. Curtis Tom. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, we got 2 minutes. Race number 1, track is yours. Start checking
Andy
them in. Race number 4, and at least 1, maybe 2 volunteer marshals I'll need. So the guy,
Stephen Roberts Jr. Glenn Fick.
so the drivers that are not running 2-wheel, that are running 4-wheel, I need you back out here to marshal. It should be like 5 of you. I need my phone.
Robbie Obedi.
And I'll need at least 1 volunteer, maybe 2, but hopefully only 1.
Rich Hyatt.
And I'm gonna need to check out of Jeffrey in the pits.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're going no more lap. Track is closed. No more laps. I still need, I'm missing some. Missing somebody, I need a
Jeffrey
volunteer.
Lefevre.
There's Jeffrey checked in.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Who am I missing? I need a volunteer or 2. So let's see. Jared.
15 seconds to the start of the
you're
race.
holding on my program. And I'll need 1 volunteer. 1 volunteer to get round 2
Less
started.
than 5.
Look at that. Glenn Huffer already running circles around everybody. 1 volunteer marshal. Get this thing going. Is this thing on? Can you hear me? 1 volunteer. Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll just move Taylor over to the straightaway. No, maybe not. That way I can see the monitor. Right? All right, well, shop's going to be closed for another 5 minutes because Scott's going to be our volunteer. Carl's busy. Carl's doing important stuff. All right, turn marshals, look alive. Once again, give your guys self some room. You don't want to be too close to that car in front of you. Drivers, your loop is live. Well, I would have gave myself at least 3 seconds before going. But that's not too bad. Still need to work on it a little bit. So your current TQ is Andy Phillips 15.509. Caution for that left side double, clear. First lap gonna go to Andy Phillips, 19.898. Lap number 1 for Andy. Oh, and he's upside down in front of that left side double. Wow, that one little bobble going to take him down to 5th. Oh, no more. Easy, guys. Remember, you're not racing each other. You're racing the computer. You're all on your own 5-minute clock. But now we're going to have Stephen Roberts Jr. out in front. Does have the hot lap, 19.656. Currently on TQ pace. Andy Phillips has worked his way back up to that number 2 spot. Thrown down a 19.457 new hot lap of the race right there. Glenn Hupper showing off in that number 3. We're going to have Stephen Roberts Jr. 15.502. That is the TQ pace. Andy Phillips 15.510. 2 seconds back. Glenn Hupper in that 3 at a 15.511. He's 3/10 behind Andy. Robio 15.520. Caution at the end of the straightaway. Curtis 14.505. Rich Hyatt 14.509. Randy at 14.520. Glenn Flick 13.501. If I'm not mistaken, this is Glenn's first race. Not Hupper, but Glenn Flick. And Jeffrey Lefevre 13.508. Glenn Hupper now with a 19.125 hot lap of the race. Moving over that number 2 spot, 1.4 back. Glenn also picking up that TQ pace. Oh, Rich Hyatt going to pull it off early. He's not even going to take the walk of shame. He's just hiding. Up. And away he goes back. So with 2 minutes left to go.
2 minutes left.
Glenn now only 0.4 of a second behind Steven. Glenn gets a little loose. Oh, Glenn had the lead for a second there. Now only 1/10 back. Steven by the line. Glenn by the line. They're separated by 0.6 now. Glenn, 19.069 hot lap of the race a couple laps ago. Let's see, here comes Steven. Down the straightaway, by the line. 19.7, Glenn coming by the line. 19.3, Glenn 0.2 of a second back now. Andy Phillips trying to reel those guys in. Robio, oh, he's on a rough one, but he's going to hold on to the 4. Curtis, Randy, Glenn, Rich, and Jeffrey with a minute to go. Glenn still 0.2 of a second back after 12 laps. So they're going to have about 3 more laps in them. Caution on that left side double. Clear. Oh, Stephen Roberts going to catch up. Short on patience. Glenn Hupper out in front now on a TQ pace. Steven still on. Oh, Glenn going to hit a pipe and do a couple donuts. Oh, Glenn gets loose again. He only had a 1 second. He might have gave that all back. As here comes Steven by the line. Glenn rolls it over but lands on his wheels in the loose stuff. Yeah, Glenn's going to fall 3.5 seconds back. Cautions everywhere. That is time on the master clock. Drivers keep going until you hear your name done. Caution in front of the triple.
Stephen Roberts, JR done.
Stephen Roberts Jr., you are done. 19.204 last lap. That's the hot lap of the race. Glenn's going to have a
Andy
super
Phillips
burner.
done. Randy Smith done. Curtis Tom done. Glenn Hupper done. Jeffrey Lefevre done. Rich Hyatt done.
Wait on
Glenn Flick
Robio. And that should be a race.
Robio BD done.
Stephen Roberts Jr., 15.501. Takes your win and your new TQ. Followed by Glenn Hupper and Andy Phillips. That's how you all start the A main right there. It'll be Steven, Glenn, and Andy leading you out. Where's my food?
Up next, race number 2. Daddy Matty. Eddie Kellogg.
What? You didn't even TQ race 1. Why do you want to go to race 2?
Jared Deal. Tommy Jarrow.
Well, maybe not, but I know you're not an expert racer. Yeah, if you want to, I can put you in there. Stephen Roberts.
1 minute to the start of the race. Stephen Roberts.
Looking for Joe and Taylor to check in.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Joe Paypack. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh yeah, yummers.
Taylor Perry. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, Taylor put in a transponder. You're not going to get a hot lap this time. No more lap. Track is closed. Get everybody to the top of the straightaway. What is that? Oh, okay.
Less than 5.
Where's my happy? Is there a fork in there? Is there? Oh, they rimmered it that time. It's like all my Marshall spots are covered. Turn marshals look alive. Once again, drivers, you're on your own clock. As long as that last car goes before the first car comes back around, that's all I need. Give yourself some room to work. Your loop is live. That's not what I said. I guess the second car is fine because Matt's going to run away anyways. First lap going to go to Matt with a 17.4. 16.9. Not quite there yet. So Matt put down an 18.510 in round number 1, your current TQ. And we'll do the same thing after this race. We'll take 5 to 7 minute break, 8 minutes, whatever I did last time. Then we'll go to truck class, give the four-wheel guys time to get their cars ready. As we're 1:30 into this one, Matthew Gonzalez, 18.516. Not on a TQ pace that he's set in round 1. Stephen Roberts, Jared Deal, Tommy, Eddie, Taylor, and Joe, your running order. 16-7. So Joe, Eddie, and Tommy G all doing battle. Jared trying to get back into that after a rough lap a little while ago. We got 2:05 left to go.
Two minutes left.
So 1:10 left to go. Matthew's still out in front, but we got Steven, Joe, and Tommy. Eddie. Oh, looks like
1
we
minute
lost
left.
Jared and Taylor. Nope, Jared's still up there. He was just on a rough lap. With less than a minute to go. All right, Matt, you got a couple laps and clean track in front of you. Last chance for that 16.5 in qualifying. Ah. A faster 16.7. That's going to be time on the master clock. Drivers keep going till you hear your name done. So your last lap, Matt, I think. Yep. Ah,
Stephen Roberts done.
couldn't handle the pressure.
Joe Paypack done. Daddy Matty done. Tommy Jarrow done.
Wait on one more
Eddie
to finish.
Kellogg done.
And that's a race.
Jared Deal done.
Matthew Gonzalez, 18.5, 12 ticks to win, followed by Stephen Roberts and Joe Papik. Once again, we'll take about a 7-minute break before truck class. So I'll need you guys back out here in about 7 minutes.
Up next, race number 3. 5 minutes to the start of the race. Four minutes to the start of the race. Three minutes to the start of the race.
What's that? Yeah. Really? Okay. All right, guys. I do need my marshals from that last race.
2 minutes to the
Esberg
start of the race.
two-wheel drive out to Marshall. We're going to go racing here in about 1:45. Need my marshals out, and racers, go ahead. Check them in. Truck class, you're up. Shop is closed for about 10 minutes.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, I need one more
30
marshals
seconds to
for
the start of the
expert
race.
two-wheel drive. Jared, Taylor, Steve, Joe, Tommy, Eddie, Matthew out the marshal. One more. Racers, go ahead. Check them in. We're live. Truck class, you're up.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Carl Labrador. Less than 5.
All right, guys. Once again, shop will be closed for about 8 minutes here.
Andy Phillips. Rich Hyatt. Brad Ambrose.
All right, let's go ahead and if you need another one, Andy, go for it. We still got to wait for Rick and Rich. All right, guys, let's line them up real quick. All right, Rick's got a transponder this time.
Field agent.
All right, let's see. Marshals are good to go. All right, guys, we're going to have a live tone or live loop on the tone. This is your truck class live loop on the tone. All right, we're off. It looks like Carl got that #1 spot on that first round, 15.505.5. A lot of fives in that one. 15.505. So 15.505.5 from Carl Labrador on round 1. Let's see who gets that first fast lap. Oh, Carl's going to get stuck on the pipe. First lap through. Kind of a rough lap for everybody but Brad. Brad's going to get that first fast lap of 20.0, 20 flat for Mr. Brad Ambrose. And then Andy Phillips and Rick Riley, top 3 fast laps. And once again, guys, looking for 15.505 put down by Carl Labrador first round. Let's see what happens. All right, we're officially about 145 down, 3:15 to go. We got Brad out front on a 15.511, Carl on a 14.5 flat, 3 seconds away in that 2. Rick 3 seconds behind into 3 on a 14.508. Andy in the 4, Rich in the 5. Fast lap still holding Brad with a 20 flat. With 2 down, 3 to go. Nobody on TQ. Carl's 15.505 is looking good right now. Brad is about, we'll call it 6 seconds off. He might get there. We'll see. I'm so used to Brad driving a white car. I'm not used to him having a white, blue, and red. Nah. Fast lap still holding Brad, 20 flat. Carl with 20.1. Actually, Brad going to come through with a 19.6 right there, halfway through. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Brad now on a 5:08. He is approaching that TQ. He's got 2.5 minutes to do it. Carl 3 seconds away on a 15.505. They're both hunting it down. Rick 6 seconds away on a 14.505. Rich on a 14.515, and Andy on a 14.522. So the battle right now, Rich and Rick duking it out for that number 3 spot. They are separated by a half a second. Rich on top of that one. 19.1 from Carl last time through. 19.1 backed by a 20 flat. So Carl on a 15.510. Brad on a 5:07. So both of them about 3 to 5 seconds away of that TQ. They can get there. Let's see what happens. Watch the beginning of the straight go a little high and clear. And Eddie, actually stand where the cone is. Yeah, that way you don't get hit. Yeah, no, stand where the cone is. Yeah, that way you don't get hit if a car goes. Yeah. We've had a couple marshals by that pole get hit. Brad Ambrose going to come through with a 19.5. He is officially on TQ by about a half a second. Let's see if he could hold it with 1 minute to go.
1 minute
Carl
left.
on a 5:09. He's approaching it. He's only 2.5 behind. So Brad and Carl separated by 2.5 seconds, battling for that number 1 spot. Carl now on a 5:08. Brad back to a 5:06. So both of them still off a TQ now. Rick Riley into 3, Rich in the 4, Andy in that 5. 40 seconds to go. Brad with a 19.6, officially back on TQ with 25 seconds. 2 more laps. Carl on a 5:07. Oh no, Carl's going to go a little too inside. Steve there to get him. He got down to a 5:06. Brad is on a 5:04. New TQ, that is your tone. Run him to the line till you hear your name as you
Andy
cross the
Phillips
line.
done.
A couple more turns for our leader. Brad coming down
Brad
the
Ambrose done.
line.
Carl Labrador
He
done.
is officially going to get it with a 5:05.3 by 0.2 of a second. Carl, you're done with a 5:07, waiting for Rick and Rich. Waiting on 2. Track is still live,
Field
waiting
agent
for
done.
this white truck here. So Brad going to get it by
Rich Hyatt
0.2
done.
of a second. So Brad, Carl, both on a 5:05, but Brad going to edge him out. Rich in the 3 overall, Rick in the 4 overall, and Andy in the 5 overall. All right, guys, go ahead, put your cars down. We do need 3 volunteers for this next race, guys. Then we'll be taking a small break. If you can, come
Up
on
next,
out.
race number
Give
4.
us a marshal so I don't have to come out and do it. We'd greatly appreciate it, guys. 3 volunteers, please. No, Eddie, I moved it over so nobody would get hit standing there. Yeah. Huh? 4. 4-wheel.
Jared Deal. Curtis Tom. Jeffrey Lefevre.
All
Tommy
right, our
Gerald.
last
Stephen Roberts.
heat of qualifying, checking them in.
Joe Papak. 1 minute to the start of the race. Glenn Huffer.
I
45
got
seconds to the
Richard
start of the
Carl
race.
out there, and Andy coming out there. I need 1 more volunteer. 1 more volunteer turn marshal. And a check-in out of Glenn Fleck and Taylor.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
But I can't get this going without 1 more volunteer. Oh, lawn dart.
Fifteen seconds to the start of the race. Taylor Perry.
There's Taylor. Here comes Glenn.
Glenn Fick.
All right, no more laps. Track is closed. No more laps.
Less than 5.
Still looking for 1 volunteer. Right there where that car's upside down. Hustle, Rich. Hustle, 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 hustle. 1 volunteer. Anybody could do it. I'll allow it. I got nobody. Glenn's over there pitting all by himself. You could have came over and pit with us, Glenn.
Well,
Let's see. Well, if you want, or Randy, you want to take that corner? I got it. Turn marshals. Look somewhat enthusiastic. Oh, I would have done it. Drivers, remember, spread it out. I need that last car to go before the first car comes around because your loop is live. I've said it every single race and they still can't get it. We're going to have to go back to me calling you guys because you are not doing yourself any favors by being right on that car in front of you on the first lap. Except for Jared, because Jared went first, so. And let's see if Jared proves my point right here. Yeah, he will. 18.196, so Jared got the hot lap first lap around, but he had nobody in front of him. Oh, send it. Going big on the triple out here. That's Tommy. So this is the last race of qualifying. We could do a 9 o'clock start-ish. That'll give us a little about 17-minute break. We're good to go. I had food. I got food in my belly. We are good to go. Oh, easy, guys. Oh, found Glenn. So we got Taylor Perry out in front. He is your current TQ 16.5 flat. Stephen Roberts, 0.3 of a second back. Nobody on a TQ pace. Now Jared up on top. It is 0.3 of a second between Jared, Stephen, and Taylor, all three. Tommy G in that 4. He's right there, 0.8 off the lead. Jared, 17.998. Joe comes by in that 5. Glenn in the 6. Huffer, that is. Curtis, Glenn Flick, and Jeffrey, your running order. Jared stretches it out to 0.9 of a second on Taylor. Still only 2 seconds between first and fourth. Caution, get on that left side, double, clear. Come on, Glenn. Just like that, Taylor Perry back out in front, caution on the straight, and clear. Stephen Roberts and Jared, your top three, separated by 1.4. So still anybody's race with 2:10 to go. Taylor is back on a TQ pace. Straightaway low, low, low. Go low and stay low. Stay low on the straight and clear.
2 minutes left.
Straightaway is not clear until my marshal is gone. I got to protect my marshals. So 150 to go. Taylor now at 0.6 of a second on Steven. Oh, but Steven on a rough one. Oh, Steven can drop down to that number 4, pulling Tommy G into the top 3. But Taylor out to a 3.8 second lead on a TQ pace. 1:30 left to go. Oh, caution on the little hill. Clear. We will run the mains in the same order. It seemed to work out pretty okay. As we're down to 1, caution get on the straightaway.
1 minute
Oh,
left.
no. Jeffrey gonna lose a wheel. Oh, caution in the triple. Right in the middle of the triple. Watch it. Oh. That miss? Eddie, did that get you or did it miss? Oh, how dare you. 35 seconds to go. Tommy G now up to that number 2. Steven falls at 3. Nicely done, Andy. Steven with an 18 flat, his hot lap of the race right there. 10 seconds left to go. Caution that left side double. As time on the master clock, drivers keep going
Jared,
till
deal
your
done.
name done. Jared, you are
Taylor
done.
Perry done.
Taylor, you are done. Everybody else will be done when they cross the line.
Curtis Tom done.
We got a train coming by
Steven
the line
Roberts done.
here.
Glenn Fick done. Glenn Hopper done.
And that's a race.
Tommy
Taylor
Giro done.
Perry,
Joe Papak done.
16.506. No new TQ, but gets the win. Tommy G and Steven Roberts. It'll be Taylor, Steven, and Jared lead you out your A main. So we'll go racing at 9 o'clock. Like I said, we'll do the same order. So Sportsman 2-wheel buggy, you will be up at 9 o'clock.
Up next, race number 1.
All right, as I said, we're going to run the mains in the same order. I'm not going to bother printing it out. It's only 4 heats. I guess I could print you guys out one. But race number 1, Sportsman 2-wheel buggy will be up at 9 o'clock. And again, if you don't mind hanging out for about 20 minutes after race number 4, we'll get this pipe pulled out for a new layout starting tomorrow. But race number 1, you'll be up at 9 o'clock, it's about 18 minutes. All right, race number 1, you got about 8 minutes left on the clock. Sportsman 17.5, two-wheel buggy, got about 8 minutes.
Five minutes to the start of the race. Four minutes to the start of the race. 3 minutes to the start of the race. Two minutes to the start of the race.
Race number 1, start making your way to the track. Sportsman 2-wheel buggy, go ahead and start checking them in. I need race number 4, expert, my 4-wheel class. If you're not in this race, I need you back out to Marshall, and I think I need one volunteer. One volunteer, Carl, or Glenn, you're in this race.
Randy Smith. Curtis Tom. Glenn Fick.
Are you going to run this, Glenn?
1 minute to the start of the race.
This is the mains, bro. I think. This is expert. It says it.
Andy Phillips.
Oh, no, it's this. Oh, you're going to, that's right.
Stephen Roberts Jr.
I'm okay with it.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's see. I got a Jared.
Rich Hyatt.
I got a Tommy.
Robbie Obeding.
Then Glenn, I'm going to need you out here, Mark.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Actually, I got all my Marshall spots covered. That is awesome. And just waiting on Jeffrey to get up there and check in. I don't get it.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
And we're going to shut it down. No more laps. Track is now closed.
Less than 5. Jeffrey Lefevre.
All right, we're going to put Stephen Roberts Jr. up on that number 1 area somewhere. Just put it where you can see your car, Stephen. Andy Phillips will be on the 2. Roby will be on the 3. Curtis 4. Randy 5. Rich 6. Glenn Flick 7. And Jeffrey on the 8. Oh, Glenn, just so you know, during the race, reverse is illegal. I will dock you 17 and a half laps if I see you using reverse. Turn marshals, thank you for being out there. Let's look alive. Drivers, you cannot win this race to the first turn, Rich. Maybe the first lap, but not the first turn. You're keeping it clean on the sound of the tone, less than 5. And away we go. Steve Roberts Jr. leading us out. Oh, Rich going to stuff a pipe and then take out Jeffrey in the process. Wasn't Rich's fault. Well, hitting the pipe was, but getting into Jeffrey wasn't, as he was bouncing out of control. Steve Roberts Jr. going to lead your first 3/4 of a lap. Oh, Andy Phillips with a mistake. Robio going to get up in that number 2. As they're working that left side double, coming for their first time by. 21.3 out of Steven, a 20.6 out of Robio. 22.8 out of Andy, 21 out of Curtis. 22.4 out of Randy, a 20.3 out of Rich. 28.9 out of Glenn, and a 23.8 out of Jeffrey. Rich already has a hot lap of the race. Stephen Roberts through the triple he goes. Last time by had a 1.9 second lead on Robio. As he's by the line, 19.6. 2.5 second lead to Jeff. Never mind. So that 2.5 second lead is all gone. As Robio is right there now. As they're working that left side double again, coming down the straightaway. So Jeffrey, you got your top two coming up on you. They're separated 0.9 of a second. As they're coming into the driver stand double, into the triple. So Jeffrey, that's your top two behind you. You are not racing those cars. Robio rolls it over. Steven gonna get a little bit of breathing room. So Glenn, just so you know, that's your leader behind you. Just give him a little bit of room, he'll go around or inside of you. Or that works too. Caution in the triple right in front of you. Glenn kicking a cone out there. The other Glenn. So Glenn and Jeffrey, that is second place you're beating up. And here comes Andy Phillips. He's catching back up. Now only 1 second behind. Boy,
2 minutes left.
Stephen Roberts about check it out on these guys. As he's already by the line, does have the hot lap 19.6. Caution on that left side double. Rich Hyatt coming down the straightaway in that number 4. Randy right there in the 5, followed by Glenn, Jeffrey, and Curtis. Curtis, did you pull off for a minute? You got a really long lap. Oh, okay. Then I won't fix it. You could have lied. So Steven through the triple. Robio, Andy, and Rich into the triple. Second, third, and fourth, all nose to wing going into that left side double. But they are now 6.7 behind your leader with 1 minute left to go. Oh, carnage in the middle of the pack. That Rich gets around Robio. I'll get it right one of these days. So Rich all the way up to that number 2. He's got to hold it together for 35 seconds. Robio falls to the 3. And Andy gonna go to the 4. Stephen Roberts Jr. by the line. As your leader should get one more lap. Let's see, Rich and Robio both each could get another lap if they keep it clean. But Stephen will definitely get one more. So Jeffrey, that is second place. And third place coming up on you next, Jeffrey. Oh, wait, will he make it? No,
Jeffrey
he will not.
Done. Robio BD done.
Robio and Jeffrey,
Andy
you are
Phillips
done. Andy's done.
Glenn Fick done.
Glenn Flick, the hot lap of his race.
Randy Smith done. Stephen Roberts Jr.
21
done.
flat for Glenn that
Curtis
time
Tom
by.
done.
We are waiting on Rich. We're still waiting on Rich. That is
Rich
our
Hyatt
race. Stephen Roberts Jr. going to take that one. Followed by Rich Hyatt and Robio. Nice job, drivers. Let's shut them down, put them down. Get back out there to turn marshal. Race number 2. Expert 2-wheel buggy. Featuring Glenn Huffer.
Up next, race number 2.
All right, blowing it down. We're checking them in. I need my drivers from that last race back out here. Last chance, Matt, for that 16.5. And tracks live, check them in. Oh, lawn dart.
Eddie Kellogg. Stephen Roberts.
Hey, there's a pole there.
Tommy Jarrow.
We just put
Jared
it in
Beal.
last week, though.
1 minute to the start of the race. Daddy Matty.
Daddy Matty.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, need Taylor and Joe to check it in.
Joe Paypack.
There's Joe. Who was that? Oh,
30
Glenn.
seconds to the
Forgot
start of the
put
race.
Glenn in there. What?
Glenn Huffer.
What? 7 mil. 7, what do you need?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
We're gonna tighten your tires? Still waiting on Taylor. Taylor was just marshaling, so you can take a lap, Taylor.
Less than 5. Taylor Perry.
You can take a lap if you want, Taylor. Or not. Oh, I would have loved to see your tire fall off, Matt. I would never let you live that down. Just like what happened last week. So Matt will be on that one. No, you don't get to take a lap. Stephen Roberts on the 2, Taylor Perry 3, Joe Papick on the 4, Tommy G 5, Eddie Kellogg 6, Jared Dill 7, and Glenn Huffer on the 8. Ish. All right. Turn marshals look alive. Remember, watch your corners out the race. Drivers, you are keeping it clean on the sound and tone. And less than 5. Looking for a clean start. Looks good. As we are racing. Oh, caution that left side double. All right, first counter lap for Matthew, 17.3. Stephen Roberts with an 18.6. Tommy G, 19.5. Glenn, 19.2. Eddie at 23.3. Joe at 20.1. Jared at 20.1. And Taylor at a 24.3. Rough first lap for him. Wow. Oh. That Taylor found a rock. Tommy, I think that car is getting louder. Wow, back-to-back laps. Matthew with a mistake. Let's see. Glenn all the way up to that number 3. He started in that number 8. Glenn putting in time. Oh. So Matthew Gonzalez leading the way.
Two minutes left.
Stephen Roberts in that number 2, Tommy G and Glenn Huffer. That got Eddie Kellogg in the 5, Jared, Joe, and Taylor. Oh, bounce back. 16-8, Matthew, getting closer. Matthew still out in front. Steven and Tommy, your top 3. Glenn and Eddie, your top 5.
One minute left.
You're at 1 minute left to go in this. After this race, we'll take about a 7-minute break again, just as we did in qualifying. So no real battles on the track right now. We're down to 30 seconds left to go on the master clock. As out of
Stephen
time
Roberts
on the
done.
master clock, drivers. Keep going to here and
Matty
ain't
Matty
done.
done.
Matt and Steven, you guys are done.
Joe Paypack done.
Joe, you are done.
Eddie Kellogg done. Jared Deal done. Taylor Perry done. Tommy Jarrow done. Glenn Huffer
Wait
done.
on Glenn, that is a race. Matthew Gonzalez, Stephen Roberts, Tommy G. Nice job, drivers. I'll need you back out here to Marshall in about 7 minutes. Race number 3, truck class. You got about 7 minutes or so.
Up next, race number 3. 5 minutes to the start of the race. Four minutes to the start of the race. Three minutes to the start of the race. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, guys, race 3 coming up, truck class. You know who you is. I do need my marshals from race number 2, Jared, Taylor, Steven, Joe, Tommy, Eddie, Matthew. Out the marshal, guys. Shop will be closed for another 8 minutes or so until this race is done. I have to announce. So shop will be closed for about 8 minutes here, maybe 9. Racers, go ahead, check them in. Track is live. We're good to go. Campaign manager. So racers, go ahead, check them in. Track is live. And once again, guys, shop will be closed for about 7 or 8 more minutes. I'll be back in there momentarily.
One minute to the start of the race.
Looking for a countdown.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Do, 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 do. All right, this is going to be race 3 of qualifying, or, oh, we're in the mains already. Jeez.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
This is mains then. Shows how much I haven't been paying attention tonight.
Field agent. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Carl
Once
Labrador.
again, guys, we will be pulling pipe immediately after racing. No, we will not have open practice after racing.
Less than 5. Rich
We're
Hyatt.
going to pull pipe immediately after so we could get done before, 11 or midnight here tonight. We're pretty early tonight. We'll be done here probably
Brad
about
Ambrose.
10. So maybe 10:30, 11 pulling pipe. If you guys can hang out, we'd all greatly appreciate it. You'll earn a track card for some free practice, guys, and we'd all greatly appreciate it. And once again, if you do have some free time this weekend, 11 to 7 on Saturday and Sunday, if you can make it out, lend us a hand. We'd all
Andy Phillips.
appreciate it. All right, let's see. We got our marshals. Let's go ahead and shut down the track, guys. Track's closed. Let's go ahead and line them up. We're about half a minute late here. This is race 3. We're going to put Brad Ambrose on that number 1. Track is closed, by the way, guys. Brad on the 1, Carl on that 2, Rich on the 3, Rick on the 4, and Andy on that 5. All right, give me a second here, guys. All right, let's see. Grid is set. Marshals, look alive. Racers, this is your truck class. We're going racing, keeping it clean on the sound of the tone. All right, Mr. Brad leading us out in that white, blue, and maroon. Carl in tow in that number 2. Oh, Brad's going to short that number 1 jump. Let's pull that one back, guys. Let's start it over. Yeah, everybody seemed to have crashed either on the first 2 turns. We're going to start that one over, guys, from the first to the 3rd and 4th, guys. Carl says, shit, come on, man. So we're going to restart that one here. Since 3 of the 5 cars crashed there in the first couple turns. All right, let's try that one again. Okay, marshals, look alive. Racers, we're doing that one again. We're going racing on the sound of the tone. All right. Not sure exactly what Rich was doing there. A little too much throttle. So much better start. Brad, Carl, Rick, Andy, and Rich getting through here. Brad getting a little bit of breathing room from Carl as he comes down the line. First lap through, Carl, Rick, Andy, and Rich. So 1 and 2 breaking away a little bit. Andy up to the 3. Rich up to the 4. Oh, he's going to get the triple wrong. So Rick is going to get that number 4. Rich going to get back down the 5. Rick is going to wait for Rich and say, let's race. This is much. Oh, not sure what happened there. Carl's going to roll over. Going to allow Andy to get close to him. Carl's going to hang on to that number 2, but Brad's going to get a little bit of breathing room, actually quite a bit of breathing room. We'll call it about 2 seconds, maybe 3. Carl did have the fast lap, 19.8, but going to lose about 2 seconds on that last one, which isn't too bad. He'll make it up here momentarily. We're only 1:15 down, 3:45 to go. This is your truck class. Brad, Carl, Andy, top 3. Watch the straight, go low on the straight, low, low, low on the straight, low on the straight. Oh, Carl going a little too low. Going to lose 1 spot to Andy. So Andy up to that 2. Carl into 3. We still got a long 3:30 to go. Thank you, Rick. So Rick letting Andy Phillips through. Then Carl's in that 3. Let's see what Rick does with that one. As Rick does a big old laugh going, ha ha ha, we'll see. Oh, okay, so Carl's going to get through Rick now. So he's going to try to hunt down Andy Phillips. So once again, Carl's got the only 19.8. with a couple 20 flats. This one's going to be a 19, I think. He's going to try to hunt down Andy here. 19.5 fast lap of the race for Carl right there. But let's see, we're halfway through. Brad is out front by 5.5 seconds. Oh, Andy's going to get the lander of that double wrong, going to run the pipe. So Carl back to that number 2. He has now got his sights on Brad. He has, let's see, 5.7 seconds to make up. Let's see if he could do it. I think he can. Let's see what happens. Depends if he can keep those tires on the ground.
2 minutes left.
Andy in that 3, his fast lap is a 20.6. Brad in that 1 with a 20.1. Rich with a 20.1, and Rick with a 20.6. And Rich and Rick, you got number 1 coming up on you in the the white, red, and blue, or white, blue, and red. The number wed car. Oh, Rich doing a killer-looking rail slide right there. Carl throwing down an 18.9 and a 19.1 is now only 3 seconds behind Brad, saving 2 seconds already. And Rick is going to make Brad work for this one. All right, Brad gets through. Oh, looks like Brad's going to get that inside pipe a little too early, so we got Carl out front.
1 minute left.
Brad in the 2, Andy in the 3, Rich in the 4, Rick in the 5. Carl's fast lap, 18.999. Brad only 2.5 behind. Brad can get there. Let's see what happens. Carl going a little wide on that triple. Here comes Brad. They're separated by about a second now is all. Carl's rear end looks a little loose there. Let's see what happens. Rich gonna throw down a 20 flat, his fast lap of the race. Brad with a 20.1, Andy with a 20.6. Andy in that number 3, Rich in that number 4. Actually, Rich is gonna throw down a 19.8. Rich laying down a 19.8, baby, in that number 4. And Rick Riley with a 20.2. Those are your fast laps. Oh, Carl gonna give a love tap to Rick. That's your tone. Run him to the line.
Andy Phillips done.
And
Carl Labrador done.
Carl gonna
Field
take
agent
it.
done.
Waiting on
Brad
Mr.
Ambrose done.
Brad taking that 2, and Rich coming through for that
Rich Hyatt
number
done.
4. So Andy in the 3, Rich in the 4, Rick in that 5. Good job, guys. Racers, go ahead, blow those corners really quick. Concentrate on the corners more than the straights, guys. Don't worry about in between the jumps.
Up next, race number 4.
All right, fantastic. All right, guys, race number 4, Expert 4-Wheel Drive. You guys are up. Once again, guys, if you have a tab in the shop, come see me, guys. Please come close up your tab before you start pulling pipes. We are going to be pulling pipes in about 7 minutes after this race, guys. So if you can hang out, help us pull some pipes, we'd greatly appreciate it. Racers, go ahead, check them in, track us live. I do need 3 volunteer marshals, please. 3 volunteers.
Tommy Jarrow. Jared Deal. Stephen Roberts. Curtis Tom.
All right. As we said.
Jeffrey
Hold on.
Lefevre. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, as we said, this is the last race of the evening.
Glenn Huffer. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
And again, we need 3 volunteers. Got Carl and Andy. I need Rich out here and like 3 volunteers.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Joe Papak. Taylor Perry.
Eddie. Everybody checked in.
Glenn Fick. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
I need Rich out here. Rich not racing this race.
Less than 5.
And 1 volunteer. We'll go ahead and shut her down. No more laps. Track is closed. No more laps. Rich Hyatt, you're supposed to be marshaling. I didn't see you there. Oh, awesome. Thank you. We got all our marshals. Andy was blocking my view. Taylor on the 1, Steven on the 2, Jared on the 3, Tommy G 4, Joe on the 5, Glenn Hupper 6, Curtis 7, Glenn Flicks 8, and Jeffrey on the 9. Don't crouch over there. Robio has a hammer. Well, a sledgehammer, that is. Whack-a-mole. Whack a 4-wheel. Turn marshals, look alive. Drivers, you're keeping it clean on the sound of the tone. Lesson 5. Go get him, Glenn. Oh, that. I'm telling you, these pipes are moving tonight. Tommy all the way up to that number 2 already with Steven, Joe, Jared, Curtis, Glenn, and Jeffrey. So Glenn is beating Glenn. Taylor, 17-7. Oh, ouch. So Taylor coming by the line. We got Stephen Roberts by the line and Joe in the top 3. So Stephen had a 1.9 second lead, but he just got a little loose. Might lose a couple tenths. At 1.5. Tommy G in that number 4. Oh, actually, Jared up to the 4. Huffer in the 5. Curtis, Tommy, Glenn, and Jeffrey. As Stephen Roberts catch it up to the back. Low on the straightaway, go way inside and clear. Yeah, you got your top 2 coming onto the straightaway. They are now separated by 0.4 of a second. Working their way under the driver's stand double, coming up on Tommy G. Tommy G gonna send it triple. By the line, it was 0.4, it's now 0.6. Caution under the driver's stand. Oh, Rich putting him right in front of the leader of all the cars to pick. Oh, we got a new leader, Stephen Roberts. Not a good idea to let him get out front because he usually doesn't give it up very easily. So Glenn, you got your top 2 coming up on you. But Taylor keeping tabs. They're coming onto the straightaway. Stephen's lead now a 0.5 second. Joe coming by in that number 3. Jared holding another 4.
2
Glenn's
minutes left.
still in the top 5. And we got less than 2 minutes left to go in this one. Stephen's starting to get a little bit of a gap. Oh, he rolls it over. Gonna hold on to the lead, but Taylor to the inside. Nice pass. Caution that left side double. So Jeffrey, that's your top 2. Thank you. Oh, I couldn't get to that one in time. So Stephen Roberts back out in front with a gap. of 2.8 with 110 left to go. Glenn upside down, Huffer that is.
One minute left.
1 minute to go. Caution on the straightaway. High on the straight. High on the straightaway. Stay high. Straightaway is clear. And thank you, Glenn. Oh, that was your leader upside down. So we might have a battle. They come by the line with 35 seconds to go. They should get this one and one more. We got people running over people. Oh my goodness. So Glenn, that's your leader, Huffer, and Glenn Flick, that's your leader in the orange and white by the line. You got a 1.9 second lead on their final lap. White flag is out. Oh, Glenn gonna take out the leader. So Taylor back to the front. As that is time on the clock, race them to the line.
Jared Deal done.
Curtis,
Taylor
you're
Perry
done.
done. Stephen Roberts done. Glenn Fick done.
Wait on 4. Wait on 2.
Tommy Jarrow done. Glenn Huffer done. Joe Papak done.
And that's a race.
Jeffrey Lefevre done.
Taylor Perry going to take that hard-fought win by 0.3 of a second over Stephen Roberts and Joe Papak, your top 3. Track is now closed. As we said, we're pulling pipe, so no practice.